There was a time when logging into Facebook meant only one thing: seeing 20 game notifications. For many people, it was the reason they even created an account. Your farm needed water, your mafia needed backup, and someone wanted to send them a virtual cup. Millions of people played every single day, and some games had more players than many AAA titles today. But today, almost no one remembers that Facebook was once the biggest gaming platform in the world. So what happened to Facebook games? In the late 2000s, Facebook discovered something unexpected. It wasn't just a social network. It was a perfect platform for games. Why? First, instant access. There was nothing to download, just click and play. The second, brutal virality. Every action generated notifications. Your friend needs help with their farm. Your friend sent you live. There was no escape. Third one, social competition. You played with your real friends. That made the games extremely addictive. And massive examples can be FarmVille, Mafia Wars, Pet Society. The reason I created my Facebook account in the first place. FarmVille. In 2010, FarmVille had over 8 million monthly active players. That made it one of the biggest games in history. But every empire needs an architect. And in the case of Facebook games, that architect was Zynga. Zynga didn't create games, it created behavior machines. These weren't traditional games with deep mechanics or storytelling. They were systems designed to answer one question: how do we make someone come back tomorrow? Zynga perfected the formula. Artificial time. You plant something and you have to wait for hours. This isn't a technical limitation, it's a psychological design. Constant reward, every action gives you something. Coins, experience, unlocks. Your brain enters in a constant dopamine loop, and then we enter the social dependency. You can't progress alone. You need friends, you need gifts, you need help. Turns the game into a network inside the network. And then we go to smart monetization. The real business wasn't playing, it was skipping the wait. Want to progress right now? Pay. Small payments repeated millions of times. But there was something else. Zynga didn't just design games, it also analyzed data in real time. How long you played, when you stopped, what made you come back. And they constantly adjusted the game just for you. Remember the notifications like, hey, we haven't heard from you, come back, rewards are waiting. This wasn't just entertainment, it was human behavior optimization. And it worked. Too well. FarmVille exploded, CityVille broke records, millions of daily players. For a while, Zynga generated more revenue than many traditional game companies. But this success had a problem. Everything depended on one thing: Facebook. And then there was something else. The more optimized the system became, the more artificial and repetitive it felt. Players started to notice mechanical tasks, constant pressure, lack of depth, and what used to feel like fun started to feel like work. And while players were getting tired, Facebook had a problem too, a big one. Because these games weren't just popular, they were unbearable. If you used Facebook back then, you remember. The notifications were unbearable. Every game asked for gifts, help, invites, energy, and that created a problem. Users started to hate it, and Facebook stopped being a social network and started being more of a spamming machine. So they had to make a decision that changed everything. Between 2011 and 2012, Facebook began to limit game notifications, reduce feed visibility, and change platform policies. And suddenly, games stopped being viral. And without virality, their growth collapsed. Many studies shut down and many players started to disappear. But the final blow didn't come from Facebook. It came from the smartphones. Between 2010 and 2014, two big things happened. iPhone exploded and Android took over the market. And developers realized something. Why make games for Facebook when you can make them directly for mobile? This is how new giants were born. Clash of Clans, Candy Crush, Subway Surfers, and people started playing on the bus, on the couch, in the bed, everywhere. Facebook stopped being necessary. And then the final hit came in 2020. For many years, Facebook games ran on a technology called Flash. And Flash died. And when browsers stopped supporting it, hundreds of games simply stopped existing. No transition, no goodbye. Pet Society, Restaurant City, CityVille, Bowling Buddies. Games with millions of players disappeared overnight. And here's the interesting part. They didn't die because no one played them. They died because the ecosystem that supported them no longer existed. Facebook no longer pushed them, players had moved to mobile, and the technology became obsolete. It's like an entire city still standing, but all the inhabitants are gone. And just like that, without a big ending, without a final level, the era of Facebook games ended. And now, only a shadow remains of what it once was. The social network is no longer a relevant platform for gaming. The industry moved on. Social games moved to mobile, monetization models evolved, and virality shifted to other platforms. But for a few years, Facebook was where half of the internet played. If you played FarmVille, you probably remember your farm. And if you didn't, you probably have a notification waiting from 2010. Now tell me in the comments, what game did you play? Which one made you create an account? Because we all had one. And by the way, did you know that there were technologies so advanced for their time that they failed because of it? Because they are before the world was ready. And the story is much more ironic than it seems. I'll leave it here on screen, and also YouTube thinks this video is made for you. I'll see you there, goodbye.